Hey y'all, hey, happy Saturday. We're having a sensational Saturday, right? Right? I sure hope you are. I am touching base because it's Tracy time. I am coming to you because yesterday I had a horrible oversight. It was an absolute accidental omission. And so, because of that, I am. Yesterday, I said I was wrapping up my series on support and things that happened in June. And I just did a quick recap of some of the things that occurred in June, which were great. And I forgot one of the biggest things that happens in June for so many people. Now, before we get into it, let me say if you haven't already joined the T Rowe crew, please do subscribe to my page. There's a little button down there that's red that says subscribe. Go ahead and hit that now. Don't wait until the video is over. Do it now. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. Help me on my mission, okay? So now that you've done that, please like this video, and after you subscribe, share it and give me your comments. Now, let me tell you something first and foremost. Some of you may not like this video because of the content that I'm going to share, because of the topic that I'm going to talk about, but I want you to know that if you are living and breathing, know that someone else that's living and breathing is going to be blessed by this. So today, the one thing that I forgot to share about support for the month of June and things that occurred in June, which I realized was an egregious omission, is Father's Day, summer starts. There's Juneteenth, which is super important. It's Black Music Month. And we also have Daniel Boone Day and Flag Day. But it's also the month that people celebrate Pride. Pride is celebrated by the LGBTQ, and I know that there are other initials now. It's LGBTQIA, but know that LGBTQ, when I say Pride, that it's important for you to understand that. I am a proponent and supporter of the Pride community. I am absolutely wanting you to take a moment and listen to me and listen to this as a human. People will often allow themselves to get caught up in what they think their religious beliefs are and what they have, that they've been trained and taught, and what you own and what you believe are yours. I am not here trying to change your mind, okay? What I am here to do is to offer another point of view for you to literally take yourself out of your shoes for one moment and think about someone that is in the gay community who has lived a life of pain, of secrecy, of shame, of guilt, and wanting to be quote unquote norm. Put yourself in a position where you are literally taking your life and hiding who you are every day to be accepted and loved, and believe that you have to do this in order to be considered a standard and normal. And so when you put yourself in that position, and I mean, don't just say, oh, yeah, I bet that's hard. No, literally take a moment right now and put yourself in that position. Imagine what it's like to be in a family that either has absolutely no interest in knowing who you really are, or worse yet, knows who you are, and talks about the love of family and talks about the love of people and how you're supposed to treat your neighbors, but then ostracizes and condemns that family member. In many cases, they're family members who are altogether disowned. Imagine that for just a moment. Think about that. The loneliness and isolation, the sadness and depression and heartbreak that you would feel. Just really take a moment and think with the family members you have, with the siblings you have, and cousins, and support of your aunt, uncles, grandparents, and the like, if you had none of that. If you were ostracized, literally, because you had made an announcement to your family to say, this is who I am. This is not the sum total, but this is one part of who I am. The thing that irks me, and you guys can make comments about this, and it's okay. I'll value your input, and I don't have to agree with you. We can agree to disagree. But the thing that really wrecks my brain and grates my nerves is how people are in a position to say that you're supposed to love and believe that you're supposed to love each other, and then allow themselves to believe that their own family member isn't worthy of that love, that their own friend isn't worthy of that love, that their own child isn't worthy of that love. I just don't get it. I also don't understand, and maybe some of you can help me better understand it, how people allow themselves to believe that being gay or feeling like you were born in the wrong body is a choice. Will you explain that to me, please? How in the world would someone choose? What in the world would make someone want to choose? And why in the world would you want to be ostracized and condemned and potentially beaten and or even killed because you wanted to make a choice? It's just like telling somebody, well, here, I'm a black woman that I chose to be black. I don't get it. So if you have comments and thoughts on that, share them with me. I'm really interested in trying to understand how that mentality has come to be and how so many people are in a position now where they feel it's okay to still hate, to have so much hate when there's so many people here to love. Just think about that for a moment. For those of you who have never had children, I have never birthed any children. I've loved on a bunch of babies and will continue to love on a bunch of babies. But for those of you that have never had children that hope to one day have a child, imagine if that child came to you one day in loving fear of being disowned or rejected by you and said that they were experiencing something or had questions about their sexuality. How would you feel? Would you not love that child anymore? Would your beliefs allow you to reject them? I'm really interested in knowing. And because I took a special opportunity, and it's literally because it was an accidental omission on my part to acknowledge that June is a month where a ton of people get married and that it's also the month that Pride is celebrated. I wanted to correct my error and really make sure that I acknowledge and shed some light on this because it's important. It's important for people to know that they are loved every day, no matter what. If you are in a position where you provide unconditional love, bravo. And I say share that and encourage others, infect other people with that mentality. I know that there was a man and a woman who each bought those shirts that said free hugs, free mom hugs, free dad hugs. And just to know that there were so many people that were in those parades that were hurting, that were just hurting and hadn't had that love and support and comfort and acceptance from their family. It just hurts. That hurts to see that because you can't imagine. So that's why I'm literally saying, take a moment and really put yourself in those shoes. And then when you see that, know that they are processing their lives, that there is literally a human being in that experience, just like you. You're going through your day-to-day experiences, hoping that you can find support and love and comfort. And as I said, some of you will not be satisfied that I took time out to acknowledge Gay Pride and Pride Month and the celebration of Pride. And I'm okay with that. I really am. I've come to acknowledge that this whole big old world that we have is made up of a bunch of different people. And I just want to be one of those people that's known for being open and being able to say that when I say I love you, know that I love you. Period. And let me say this. If you are someone who says that you really love and you have love in your heart for everyone, share that. Other people need to know that. And if you are a person who can't seem to quite get over whatever the it is that's keeping you from people and loving them and giving them the support they deserve, and they actually literally were born to have, here is another masterpiece of God's creation, then I encourage you to pray for yourself and pray for others that in the pursuit of that, your heart will be opened to someday give and then receive that love. I told you guys that I cannot use the previous closing, but what I can do is encourage you to help me come up with another one. And until then, I hope that you will own your everyday amazing and make sure again, subscribe. I need subscribers. Tell me your thoughts, share this and like this video. And you know what? Own your awesomeness. Ding. Alrighty, until next time, I'm off to my next now.